Hi students, today class we discuss about organics topic, that is heterocyclic compound. In third BSc 5th semester 5th B paper, the second unit organic chemistry contains two chapters. The first chapter is heterocyclic compounds. Heterocyclic compounds are the one of the organic compounds which can be one type of classification in the hydrocarbons. These hydrocarbons are classified into so many types. One of the heterocyclic compounds. These heterocyclic compounds, different types of heterocyclic compounds are there, but in our syllabus, two important heterocyclic compounds are given. One is the 5-membered heterocyclic compounds and 6-membered heterocyclic compounds. The 5-membered heterocyclic compounds are mainly three important compounds are given in our third BSc 5th paper. The first compound is the ferrol. The second compound, 5-membered heterocyclic compound, furan. Third compound, thiophene. And the second type of heterocyclic compound in our syllabus, that is 6-membered heterocyclic compound. 6-membered heterocyclic compounds. In this topic, you have only one compound, that is the pyridine. But I am given here another two examples for your reference. That is, second one is furan. Third one is the pyridine. These three are the examples for the 6-membered heterocyclic compounds. But in our syllabus, you have only the pyridine, 6-membered heterocyclic pyridine. Okay, the heterocyclic compounds are the one of the aromatic compounds. One of the example of the aromatic compounds. You all know about the aromatic compounds. The best example for aromatic compound is benzene. In the first year and second year also we discussed about that aromatic compounds. Here our heterocyclic compounds are also belongs to aromatic compounds category. Aromatic compounds. Aromatic means these are very special compounds, very special. These compounds having the characteristic properties. What is the basic requirement for the aromatic compound? What is the definition of the aromatic compounds? Aromatic compounds must obey these four rules. The first rule, the compound must be cyclic. And the compound must be planar structure, not a non-planar structure. Some compounds having the cyclic, but they are non-planar, that they are not a aromatic compounds. Only if the compound having the structure planar, then that is belongs to aromatic compound. Okay, third requirement, conjugated double bonds. That compound must having the unpaired pi electrons. That electrons must be conjugated. Then only that compounds are belongs to the aromatic compounds. Okay, the fourth rule is a very important rule, or a well-known rule, that is the Huckel's rule. Huckel's rule says that the compound must follow, the compound must having the 4n plus 2 pi electrons. Okay, here n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3. If n is equal to 0, then you can substitute then formula 4 into 0 plus 2 pi electrons. That means 2 pi electrons. And if n is equal to 1, then total pi electrons 6 pi electrons. If n is equal to the total pi electrons 10 pi electrons. That means the aromatic compound must having the either 2 pi, the total number of pi electrons either 2 or 6 or 10 and so on. That follows 4n plus 2 electrons rule. That is Huckel rule. If the any compound which obeys these four basic rules, that is cyclic, planar structure, conjugated double bond, and having the total number of pi electrons are equal to the Huckel's rule, that is 4n plus 2 pi electrons, then that compound is called the aromatic compound. It has some important characteristic properties. Okay, here our heterocyclic compounds are the best example or one of the aromatic compounds. Okay, this is the 5-membered heterocyclic compounds. This is the 6-membered heterocyclic compounds. Okay, here the next concept is the molecular structure. You know that structure of the benzene. Similarly, our 5-membered as well as 6-membered heterocyclic compounds are also having the benzene-like structure. Benzene-like structure. Benzene-like structure means here the carbon and all the heteroatom and the carbon atom undergoes the sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization. You know the carbon is atomic number 6. It is the 1s2, 2s2, 2p2 is the ground state electronic configuration. In the first state, you have the 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. Among these 4 unpaired electrons, the first three orbitals are combined together form the sp2 hybridization. sp2 hybridization. 3 hybrid sp2 orbitals are formed. 3 hybrid orbitals formed for each atom. The one sp2 hybrid orbital forms the sigma bond with another neighboring carbon, and another sp2 hybrid carbon can form the sp2 sigma bond with this carbon, and remaining one sp2 hybrid carbon can form the sigma bond with hydrogen. Remaining the carbon having the one unhybridized orbital, that is 2pz1. It is placed perpendicular to the plane of the cyclic compound. Perpendicular to the plane of the cyclic compound. In the same way, all the carbons, including the heteroatom, having the unpaired electrons, but heteroatom is a pair of electrons, and these electrons are in conjugation. These electrons are in conjugation. The total electrons here 6 electrons. Total pi electrons 6 electrons. So here it is the cyclic and planar structure, and it has the 6 conjugated in the electrons are conjugation, and it follows the Huckel rule, so that our heterocyclic compounds are example for the heterocyclic compound are the aromatic compounds. Okay, this is the molecular structure. You know that it is similar to the benzene. Okay, so that I am not discuss about this structure. Okay, the other important content in this heterocyclic compounds is the synthesis, that is preparation. It is very important. In that first we can discuss about the synthesis of the furan. Synthesis of the furan. That means heteroatom in the 5-membered is the oxygen. The first synthesis is the Polnar synthesis. It is very important synthesis because the Polnar, the scientist, is worked on the heterocyclic compound, particularly in the preparation of heterocyclic compounds. He has proposed the best method for preparation of all the 3 5-membered heterocyclic compounds from the same initial compound. That is the 1,4 dialdehydes is the primary compound. This compound is first of all undergoes the ketoenol tautomerism. It converts to 1,2 diols, and this compound is treated with the concentrated H2SO4. Then it easily undergoes the dehydration, and you get the furan. Very simply, you get the furan. While this 1,2 diol can be treated with ammonia, and with ammonia, then you get the pyrrole. When this compound 1, diol is treated with the P2S3, then you can simply get the thiophene. So this method has the important because one compound can prepare the 3 different 5-membered heterocyclic compound. This is the first synthesis of a heterocyclic compound, and for the preparation of the furan, the second method is from furfural. Furfural means simply the furan has the aldehyde group at first position of the carbon, then that is called furfural. This furfural can be treated with passing through the nickel catalyst at 240 degrees centigrade temperature, then simply you can get the furan. This is the second synthesis of the furan. The third synthesis is the furanoic acid. Furanoic acid means furan having the COH group at first position of the carbon, then that is called the furanoic acid. This furanoic acid is treated with the camphor metal, then it easily undergoes the decarboxylation minus CO2, then you get the furan. So this is the three methods for the preparation of the furan. Okay, in the next class we discuss about the aromaticity of the 6 member ring compounds and the synthesis of the remaining compounds. Okay, thank you.